Hello from Derby City, Louisville, Kentucky, as the Premier Lacrosse League makes its first ever trip to the Commonwealth. We've got the 2023 PLL All-Star Game tonight with a brand new format. It's not a captain's draft this year. It's the new guys against the old guys. Rising stars, players in their first 3 years against the veterans, as we welcome you to the PLL All-Star Game on ESPN, presented by Rebel Bourbon. Rising stars, guys, in their first 3 years in the league, and Blaze Reardon gobbles up the first shot from Justin Anderson. Fred Newman leading the break. A behind-the-back feed, and a save for Brett Dobson to start. Newman shot 118 miles an hour, and the fastest shot last year we could see loaded up and fire. Instead, he dumps it off an around-the-world feed, and Dobson makes another save. That's one way to avoid sun being in the eyes of the goalies, is just pick off the pass every time. That's what the veterans have done now twice in a row. Brian Costabile on the setup. And the veterans are on the board first. That is Ryan Drenner. Shot clock down to 15 for the Rising Stars. And again, Blaze Reardon makes the save. That's his third. Starting goalie for the Rising Stars. Interesting when you look at Archer's, Ryan, as he throws it away. It's a turnover. Open net for Pinnell, and he won't miss. A little bit intimidating last year as a rookie. What a save by Blaze Reardon. Progressive game flow. Watch this save from Big Blaze. And a quick capitalization from veterans. That one will go down as a two-pointer.
Troy Ray from distance. And the veterans putting the Rising Stars on notice. It's still our league. We got this. From range, Ray stretches the lead to 4.
Thanks for hanging out with us here on ESPN. Let's go down to Chantel, who's with Connor Farrell, as Romar Dennis rips a bullet to give the veterans a 5-goal lead. Rising Stars. Oh, Sisselberger thought about the 2, instead feeds to Kai Montgomery. Good defense from Rob Pinnell. Yeah, that's right, the attackman back playing D. Zach Courier. Great feed. And another one for the Vets. That's Connor Fields on the board in this All-Star game.
Hi, we got it, boys.
All right, Chantel, no one loves All-Star Weekend more than the milkman, Connor Farrell. Nolting still has it and scores. And Asher Nolting gets the Rising Stars on the board, bouncing it past Reardon. Here come the veterans. Reese cranks it up. Dobson has the answer. Great uniforms. Power play for the veterans. Garnsey shoots from a sharp angle and buries it. It's Ryder Garnsey's world, and we're all just living in it. He's got his first goal in the All-Star game in the season of Garnsey. From a couple yards in, Ryder Garnsey cashes in, and it's 7-1 Vets with under 3 to play in this first quarter. I think you're right, RB. The Vets reminding these young cats, hey, we're still here. Oh, that one sneaks by Reardon. Number 2 for Asher Nolting. He's been a one-man offense for the Rising Stars early. It's actually his best career season so far at 63%. This is a guy who's won the league MVP. Dixon got blasted. One of the biggest hits you'll see in an All-Star game.
That was from Marcus Holman.
Marcus Holman laying the wood. Garnsey, Newman. Oh, yeah! A whistler from 88. We'll see him in the fastest shot at halftime. That was a measly 106 for Jared Newman.
Fastest shot in the league. And a bit of a changeup at 106. The gorgeous ball movement. The plant foot clearly behind the 2-point arc, and you just simply cannot give this guy that kind of space, that kind of daylight.
Anderson spins it, O'Keefe. Now Logan Wisnauskas feeds Nolting, waits behind the back, and into the side netting as Reardon got a piece. Stars can hold for 1. Nolting feeds, Latrell Harris, stuffed by Reardon. Oh, here comes Newman. Pennell, skip pass. Dobson makes the save, becoming a mythological figure in the PLL, and he is down on the field with Chantel as we see Nakai Montgomery score for the Rising Stars. And took the face-off. TD Erlin can't be on the field. Well, he is. Loses this face-off to Connor Farrell. No rock, paper, scissors this time. Great trail check from Colin Squires, the pull against Will Bowen, the rookie for the Rising Stars, who kicks it to himself. Bowen starts the offense. Sowers behind the back for Nolting. Above the arc, cashes in. I think that's going to count as one for TD Erlin. Style challenge. After Nolting at the controls. No look feed. Ooh, Sowers just missed it. O'Keefe on the rebound. Count it. Mac O'Keefe on the board, picking up the loose change, and all of a sudden, Rising Stars coming back here. He's got to be careful, RB. We're going to ask him to do that every week now. Anderson on the run, and the midfielder makes it 4 in a row for the Rising Stars. The second quarter has belonged to the youngsters.
Yeah, don't look now. We got an actual ball game here.
With Andy Towers.
Coach Towers, what's going on here in this second quarter?
Listen, credit these guys, you know. We thought we had them down on the mat, and they popped up and have certainly rallied back. We couldn't get that one, break the momentum a little bit here.
Finding a little juice offensively. Wisnowskis on the run. There's a save from Big Blaze.
Feedback from our players, from our coaches and GMs, and you guys. So we can have a conversation behind the scenes. I know Sowers, by the way, who just stuffed that one, is a Philly guy, and he wants the Dogs in Philadelphia. So I'm getting it from all angles right now.
I'm sure. You know, Drew wants a team in Minneapolis.
Right.
Sowers wants the Dogs.
You want a team in Baltimore. Everyone wants a team.
Baltimore, New York. Yeah, I'd love for it to be inconvenient, exactly. But I'll tell you, this crowd, this environment, you know, what's it been like coming? This is the first time in Kentucky, yes?
Yeah, it's fantastic. And it's the first time pro lacrosse has been in Kentucky. And they've really embraced it, from the Louisville Sports Commission, the mayor of Louisville's here, and Mayor Greenberg. And not only to get them ready for the next week in Dallas, but also get their coaches and GMs looking, okay.
Sports town too, right? I mean,
oh, yeah.
we're 5 minutes from Churchill Downs right now. We had the bugler, Steve Butterman.
That's
right.
right.
The national anthem. Ooh. Look at the milkman, 2% beyond the arc.
He had to go with that. I'll tell you what, there are some face-off goals in this game. I saw Erlin shot there, a 2-pointer from the milkman. That's exciting stuff. Whoa, we just heard 98 miles an hour as well. Maybe he's in the fastest competition late at halftime.
He's going to his head coach, Tim Sudan, see like, hey, let me stay on after these face-off wins.
Yeah.
Let me take
Like
it.
TD Erlin play the wing on a face-off.
He was with the Denver Outlaws for a long time. What happens with the Outlaws? You look at just opportunities of going, oh, like that.
Tommy Schreiber. Some city's going to get really lucky with wherever Tom Schreiber ends up.
Yeah, they'll have one of the greatest players in the game's modern history. Grabbed me last night and said, hey, I don't know how many more of these I'll have in my career. I'm going hard.
8-time All-Star Will Manny. And by the way, fans can vote. That's a behind-the-back outlet from Blaze Reardon to his Chaos teammate, Jared Newman. Oh, another! It's two-bomb city here in Louisville.
And you better give Reardon the assist. Rustalin, you better give Reardon that assist.
109. Now he's starting to crank it up. First one was 106.
His second of the first half, 109 on a behind-the-back pass here from Blaze. Right, Blaze could play attack in this league.
What do you get for that in the goalie skills challenge? That's like a 10 times multiplier.
This is a warm-up for Jared. All right, at halftime, you're going to see this guy push to 120. I also think Matt Reese has the first chance in a while to dethrone this
He's
man.
my dark horse. It's the Blaze Reardon.
Rising Stars trying to respond, and they do. On the doorstep, it's Logan Wisnowskis, second-year player in his second All-Star game. Ratings through the roof.
I'm hoping for 120.
What a feed. Oh, and a save by Dobson on the behind the back from Drenner. Akar. Under 15 to shoot for the Rising Stars. Players in their first 3 years in the PLL. Tom Schreiber causes a turnover, and here we go. Troy Ray thought about it. Holman. Oh, did he fake the pass? That was highlight worthy no matter what. It ends up with Rob Pennell, and he puts it in the back of the net. I think we just saw that again for Marcus Holman. Same move he pulled off last year in the All-Star game.
Yeah, this time Pennell finishes it. Last year, Sowers didn't. This is a highlight reel play. The behind the back into the fake pass. Watch it right here. Throws the behind the back and then fakes the feed across the field to Fields. Absolute filth from Marcus Holman. And then they're cradling through multiple bodies.
Here's a finalist in the fastest shot at halftime. Courier shovels the pass, and it is put home by Connor Fields. Zach Courier, the magician. That's his third dime tonight. Berger and Farrell. Let's go down to Chantel with Zach Courier, who's now got 3 assists.
Quite the feed there to Connor Fields. What did you see as you watched the replay?
I saw him make a really good play, catching that in a tough spot and putting it in the net. So lucky that he got it, but pretty cool.
Stars put together a 4-goal run to start the second quarter. O'Keefe. Oh, that's textbook. Look at the flick of the wrist from Mac O'Keefe.
I mean, flick of the wrist is putting it mildly. I mean, he's just kind of standing still. He's not really all that open. You can see he just kind of flashes his stick right there. I mean, he barely has any separation from Reese. And he backpedals a little bit to give himself just enough space to uncork that signature underhand delivery.
Playing for the Cannons. Sisselberger wins the draw. O'Keefe catches, fakes, turns from his knees, he scores! Oh, it's the Mac O'Keefe show here in the third quarter. A hat trick for the former Penn State Nittany Lion, and those goals came 17 seconds apart.
Nobody has scored more goals in the history of Division I lacrosse than this guy. From my knees, no problem. And you know what? I'll just throw in a couple fakes too. You gotta respect his range. He goes underneath. Here he has the presence of mind to get Scanoni just a little bit off of his line and find space on that near pipe.
Reese now. Nice feed from Pennell, and Garnsey stamps it on the run. Redwood to Redwood. Rob Pennell finds Ryder Garnsey for his second goal tonight. Of course, on the veterans roster, unable to suit up tonight. And here we go, right off the face-off. It's Mac O'Keefe setting it up, Nolting behind the back. What a save, Scanoni! He got him again! Denied Sowers.
Just support. I'm just supporting the boys. Oh!
Way outside! He hit that from Indiana. The rookie, Brent Makar.
Okay.
That's your teammate, Baptiste.
I didn't know he had that raise, to tell you the truth. All right, Makar. It's okay, we can root for him. We can root for him. You know, we can root for him.
Is that the rule? You don't root for the rising stars unless it's one of your guys?
Unless it's an Atlas player, exactly. Unless it's an Atlas player. Everybody else, you know, bets all the way, but that was nice.
So what are you going to say to Makar next week when it's the regular season and he takes a 2-point attempt from about 25 yards away?
I mean, if it goes, it's great. I mean, if he's seeing it, you know, if he's seeing it. It's great to win. There's a nice little bonus, but we're all trying to play for the longevity of the season. And that's a great goal by Will right there, too. That's a great goal right there.
That will count.
What is that, 20 points on 29 shots?
Will Manny has 5 points tonight, 4 assists, and now his first tally.
Wow.
Schreiber is your number one outside of the Atlas?
Yeah, I'd say Schreiber, Sowers, too. I'd say just a lot of the guys that play on Team USA as well.
That was pretty. Logan Wisnauskas on the feed from Asher Nolting.
Trevor, I think you're picking all the Princeton guys. I think you're picking all the Princeton guys between Schreiber and Sowers, you know?
Yeah, I don't follow that. Yeah. I said Blaze too. Blaze. I got to shout out Blaze too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget we're on different teams.
Trevor,
we play together all the time.
You can see the replay on the Jumbotron, right? That was Logan Wisnauskas on that nice shovel finish.
Yeah, that was
nice look. O'Keefe.
Big save.
See,
he's going. Give it back to him.
All the way.
Give it back to him.
Set it up.
Yeah.
Kirst has it. Oh! Net's empty.
Gotta go for the two.
Can they cash in? Man, he does. Oh, that might be the cherry on top of an MVP performance from Will Manny. It's a 2-ball. He's up to 7 points tonight. Here in the second half after he relieved Blaze Reardon. Garnsey. What a pass. What a finish. Oh, Zach Currier cooking up a ridiculous highlight.
It starts with the one-handed pass from Garnsey. You think Courier's going one-handed underneath his legs. Instead, flicks it over his shoulder.
It just go out to 25 yards. That's about where the first one came from. Nolting feeds O'Keefe. One-handed catch and a delivery. That's a 4-piece for Mac O'Keefe.
One of the bright spots for the Rising Stars tonight. You can see him flash right down the middle. I mean, Newman's all over him. He's right there on his hands. Somehow O'Keefe is still able to catch this, drop his hands, and ring the opposite post.
So MVP candidates, if the Rising Stars can pull off a miracle here, Nolting and O'Keefe would both be in contention. Nolting sets up another. That's Wisnauskas with his 3rd goal. So he's played in 2 All-Star games in his 2 years, and he's got hat tricks in both. Bird there. That's Trevor Baptiste.
The Jokic to Bird?
Sure, Jokic to Bird. Sisselberger wanted to fire, keeps it, goes to goal. Scanoni stuffs him.
This game a long time. I mean, 121. I mean, did you ever think in your lifetime you'd see a shot go 121?
No way. I mean, I certainly, when you're taking a shot with that long pole, that centrifugal force is coming out a little faster than the short pole. But to get to 121 is almost impossible. And for Jared Newman, I think
it's a tight game. Right. Last year there was the blowout, kind of hard at that point. Insurmountable lead.
Yes!
This is when, like, true pride, true competition. Like, we've cut it down to a reasonable margin. Let's go.
It's the Mac O'Keefe show here in the second half. 5 total goals tonight.
And he's done it in a variety of manners, right? We've seen him from range. That's kind of his calling card. So you got to close out on that. Newman gets a pretty good push there, but by that extension, you can see as he's fading behind the cage, he reaches out, extends his stick, increases his angle, and to reach around Scanoni to bury it.
Look at that at the bottom. Miss 100% of the shots you don't take. 4 goals in 2 minutes and 46 seconds for the Rising Stars, and they have another. Nakai Montgomery wasting no time. It is a 4-score margin. The Rising Stars are rising to the occasion here in the second half. Anderson playing defense, the offensive midi on the other side. Dennis on the setup, a sharp angle bullet. It's Tommy Schreiber with his 2nd goal tonight. How did he find the angle there?
A severe angle. You can see Makar just kind of hedging, little help. Schreiber catches this shot ready, and it's all about the quick release. Quick release combined with changing planes. So before
11% this year, but that's not why the Water Dogs put him out there. It's a strategy that has been working for them. Shutting off on the faceoff after losing it. Wisnauskas has got another. A 4 spot for Logan Wisnauskas. Sowers on the run. Can't get it by Scanoni. 6 points tonight. Tops on the veterans roster. On the feed, Costabile scores. First goal for Brian Costabile. 5th assist for Will Manning.
It was a beautiful feed by Manny. This cross-field floater throwing Costabile into that open lane. You can see the touch pass, allowing Costa to catch that with a full head of steam. Basically throws him open. That way
PLL All-Star game. The previous record belonged to Marcus Holman with 16 in 2019. Garnsey over the top. A sky hook from Ryder Garnsey.
And if we haven't had enough, I would consider that SportsCenter top 10 worthy. The one hand lean in, little pump fake, and somehow squirts this through Kirst's legs. His body control, hand control, wrist control to get enough on that one arm, one hand, it doesn't matter.
Pinnell against Giles Harris behind the back. I think that caught Kirst in his mug. Nice look. Nolting, Scanoni with another big-time save.
His Chrome teammates, he's gonna have some bragging rights at the next practice.
One more for fun. RP3, the exclamation point for the Wiley Vets. The captain has his 4th goal tonight.
Here to present the MVP trophy, the co-founder and president of the PLL, Paul Rabel.
First of all, amazing night here in Louisville. Thank you all for coming. We had such a spectacular time. This year's MVP of our 2023 PLL All-Star Game from the veterans, 7 points, Will Manny.
Congratulations, quite a performance tonight. You're 31 years old. I know this is a group effort, but you said to Paul Rabel last night, you don't know how many of these you're going to be around for. How meaningful is it for you to win with your veterans?
Yeah, it's great, and I'm thankful for the PLL for coming to Kentucky. You know, Louisville showed out. This has been an unbelievable evening, and you know, it brings a little bit more edge to the game when it's veterans versus the rising stars, and there's so many good guys in this league, and it's a team game when you play the All-Star game, and I'm lucky to be on the receiving end on some and just try to throw some passes and get guys open. It's been a ton of fun.
And it was an electric night all the way through. Louisville definitely showed out. 121 mile per hour on the veteran side as well. What are we looking at?
Yeah, it's, you know, Jared was dialed in for that, so it was always fun to watch him. I was sitting with Rob the whole time. I was like, he's going to do it. But it's just good to see the veterans and be a part of this, you know, this year, and just thankful for the PLL, and it's going to be a good rest of the season.
Congratulations, enjoy it.
Thank you, Chantel.
This was fun, guys.
I wouldn't hate it, wouldn't say no, it's been great.
Thanks for hanging out with this 2023 PLL All-Star Game. For our entire crew, led by Todd Jones and Brett Lancaster, Chantel McCabe on the field, RB up here with me in the booth. I'm Drew Carter saying so long from Louisville. Top Rank Boxing presented by AutoZone is next. Let's send you to Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma.